All right, I'm here with Darius Lewis from the Helsinki Wolverines, defensive back. Darius, welcome to the
Mm.
podcast, man.
How you doing? I mean, defensive back or athlete?
Don't you play defensive back? Oh, my bad, athlete. Gosh, well, now we
ATH.
know. ATH, my bad, athlete. Anyways, athlete, glad to have you on
Mm.
the show, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
man. Like it's nice to be here once again. I'm always here about every 9 months, every 9 10 months. I find myself here, and that's
oh,
nice.
that's true. Yeah, we do. I make my way back to you. I know a lot of people, but I always make my way back to you. That's what I do. Always make my way back to you. But
Hey,
let's
that's
let's
lit.
hop into this interview. Let's hop into it,
Mm.
man. We're talking about the 2024 Maple League season. First things
Yep.
first, you showed up in Helsinki last year. I don't know how long you were here, but I think you were here long enough to get a cup of coffee before you injured yourself. And then you stayed
No, I wasn't.
all off
I wasn't here
season.
that. I wasn't here that
I thought
long,
you got it. Oh yeah, okay.
man. Listen.
What
So
did you get a
2022,
cup of
2020.
coffee? You didn't get a cup?
No, man. I got a broken phone when I went to the hospital. Crazy. So 20, 2022. The defensive import they had here messed up his ankle, broke his ankle or something, and they called me to come in last week of July. That's how I got introduced to the management, introduced to the team. They got to learn a little bit of who I am. The players got to see a little bit of who I was, and of course, some people in Finland got to see that I am of value in certain areas that they may or may not need. So when 2023 came around in July, just like last time, they said, "Hey, we could use your resources right now. We would like you to come be a coach and to come play for us." And I said, "Okay, cool." And I arrived um, within the same week that I arrived. Our first game was against Vasa. So I came in, immediately got to practice. I didn't get a chance to really put my bags down. Got to see who was on the team this year as compared to last year. And in the fourth quarter of the game, I tore my Achilles. So my Achilles
What?
is gone. And it's my first major sports injury that I've ever had, which is ridiculous. So a week later, I get surgery, and the coaches they say, "Well, can you still coach?" And I say, "Yes." So anyone who's been to practices, I mean, I saw you. You saw me hobbling around and still running with the boot as if, you know. So I was able to build a lot of trust within the team, within my teammates, within the coaches, and a lot of respect also. And that carried on into this whole off season. And we decided that we were going to try once more for this season and see what we can make of it.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. So going into this season, it's a little bit different than last year. Everything you just said, you explained it well. What is something that you think you're trying to get accomplished in this season?
I don't like to repeat anything. I feel like it's human nature to want more than before. And, you know, the Wolverines had the record that they had last year, and I don't want to repeat that record, despite what it might be. Because for the players on the team, more than it is for me, the players need to see that whatever your circumstances are, whatever your situation is, does not have to repeat itself um, once that has already happened. And that's in life, that's with family, that's with football. And they know where they were, they know their mindset, they know how they played in the games. They should not repeat themselves if they don't want the same results. And I feel like me being here has been a huge role in that. Not because I'm anyone special, but because I'm able to help bring that out of other people and tell them you are more than what you think. And I'm seeing it and I'm like reinforcing what you think you're seeing. Yes, you are getting better. And that's felt good to us this whole offseason.
Okay. So going into the season, let's talk on the field then. What things can we expect from the Wolverines to be better or improved from last year? I mean, you can really only go up from last year, but what things specifically have you guys been working on in offseason that you think we'll see the improvement in these first couple of weeks?
Any young guy is a little bit timid when they enter a game. Any new person in Europe is a little bit timid when they first step on the field. They have that experience now under their belt. They've played against imports from the top league, from Maple League and Division One, because a lot of the players were playing, on both of the first and second team. They've seen all that they needed to see. So I keep reminding the guys, like, what else you had? Those that play in corner, you faced a 6'5" American at Coltsville last year. So you've had the height. They're not going to get that much taller than that. I doubt they're going to have a 6'7", 6'8" receiver come in here. So you had that experience under your belt. Now you've played that way before. Now you got to play a little bit better. So what you were saying
Hmm.
about what we expect out of the season, I'm just expecting everybody to be a little bit better than they were before. And it's up to us as a unit, a defensive unit, a linebacker unit, a DB unit, a whatever, however you specifically want to break it down. It's up to those guys to take it as far as they want it to go. And what I am hoping for is not to repeat the same thing that they had last year. And I can't speak for the the magnitude of the growth that they've had because I've seen what I've seen at practice, but then everyone's reminding me that hey, injuries are a big thing here in Finland, and anyone can go down on any day. So as much as I want to say that we're going to do this year, we're going to do that this year, I have to learn what the first half of Finnish football is like because I only know the second half.
That makes sense. You only know the second half. So getting a little into the roster of the Roosters, I mean the Wolverines. I don't know why I
Mm,
always get those two teams confused. But you
yeah.
guys, you've been around them all off season, so you kind of got to know the guys this year a little bit better. Who are some of the
Mm.
players that you're expecting to kind of break out this year for you guys that maybe we don't know their names and stuff like that? If you could throw out some names, if you can pronounce them.
I don't know last names, but we have
Okay.
at least as far as I know, our coach of DBs. I work with the DBs, so I can speak on Capo and Fizo. These are two young guys who Fizo just came off of winning a U17 championship. You know, Capo and Fizo have been to the player pathway camps that they've had here, um, and these are two people who expect completely different things, mainly because they are young boys becoming men. Fizo is still growing. Capo is still growing, vertically and muscularly. You know, so you're going to see a completely different athlete out of them. You know, most of these other players who've been here 3, 4 years in Maple League, they've reached the peak of their height and their size, and you're probably going to get a little bit difference, but not so much. Now, these other guys, these younger guys, my biggest coaching point with them is you only know this much information and your body is only this like much, but as your body grows you're going to be able to add more skills to your skill set and you're going to develop as a player. So I
Mhm.
feel like as a coach, speaking from the coach side, um, it really matters that players understand that what you were before does not have to be who you are next year, and you're just riding the same old bicycle. We've instead of riding a bicycle of no gears, now you have a 21 speed bike that has a electric motor on it. It's a completely new bike,
Mhm.
but it's the same tires. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm bad with analogies. Maybe you don't know what I mean, but I'm just
You are
um,
horrible with analogies, but I do understand that one.
we're not gonna go into the other analogies. So these two for sure. Um,
Yeah.
As far Rasmus, he has been getting a lot of extra work in. So he's been working out with guys from different teams. Anyone who said, "Hey, I want to get some work in, who can throw?" If he's around and they reach out to him, he's willing to put an extra work in. So expect a different Rasmus this year. Expect a different core of young guys this year. That's what I can 100% sure guarantee. Specifically, I can't because I only know the guys at the second half of the season. So who knows how fatigued they were? Who knows if they were better when I came than after when I came? These things I can't speak on. But the younger guys, I've seen them and been coaching them since September when everyone was in playoffs. Anyone who was under U20 was on the field practicing at Bello. That's 4 months in that year. Now it's been 3 months. They've been training for 7 months and putting in work. And anybody who knows anything knows if even if you do 1% work, you're going to be that much better than someone who's not,
Mm-hmm.
or yourself. Because if you've been sitting on the couch this whole time, you can still jump out here and do what you do, but are you going to be better or are you going to be the same?
I I think that also goes the other way because I feel like I'm on the couch every day and I'm just getting worse. I ain't getting no better, no better.
But you are, because you're not just sitting on the couch, you're using your time wisely and editing and learning new things about software and other things. You're developing a
Oh, now
different skill.
no, now this podcast game. Oh yeah, I'm getting that 1% every day. But physically, ooh, I'm going the other way. I can't get out there and shake a bake like I used to.
But mentally, if you needed to get out there, you've been watching the football to know that, okay, I need to be in this position to make this play because you've still been doing mental work.
See,
I don't know.
you're
I'm just,
you're
hey,
you're
I'm playing,
young. That's why you don't
I'm
understand.
playing,
When you
I'm playing Angel's advocate, not Devil's advocate. I'm
no,
playing Angel's
I
advocate.
see that. I see that. You're young because anyone who's gotten up to where I am in the years know you get out there and you're like, I need to be here. And then you just be like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then your body's like, what the fuck you think this is, buddy? And then you don't do it. That's pretty much how
But some people
it
do. Well, I mean, hopefully
goes.
people
Some
do.
people do.
I,
Yeah.
I haven't
Those
played it.
real athletes do. And wait,
Mhm.
you're never gonna get to where I am in life. You're an athletic, young, staying athletic type of guy. You like to go to the gym. Me, I I do everything I can not to go to the gym. I was just now I'm getting way off topic of the interview. We'll get back to it, but I was just talking to someone the other day. I don't eat certain fatty foods because I don't want to go to the gym to work it off.
Uh,
That's how much I don't go to the gym.
Let me get the fried chicken, but take the skin off for me, please. All right, sir.
Exactly. Look, I'm gonna get the fried chicken. I don't want a Coke. I just want water with it. You know, and I don't want no dipping sauce. No dipping sauce
You
for
you
me.
you
No,
you
no, no, no.
you could do what the kids do. You could pour like half Coke and then pour the rest with water, and have that nasty little concoction of
See,
of
no, no.
half
Look,
Coke.
if you're gonna if you're gonna do it, go all the way. I don't drink Diet Coke. I don't eat vegan. I don't eat turkey bacon. Like I'm not a big bacon guy. But if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do
I
it. You
won't
know
eat
what?
turkey bacon. I ain't going to eat turkey
I've
bacon, but
never.
yeah.
If you're gonna eat bacon, eat bacon. If you're gonna drink Coke, drink Coke. Like if you're gonna drink
Mm.
a beer, don't make it a Bud Light. Just drink
Let me get let
full
me let me
fledged
get a Pepsi
beer.
Zero. You have Pepsi Zero? No, I don't want Pepsi then. I do. Give me the Pepsi.
I do not understand the point of drinking diet drinks at all. If it's a soda, which is still a soda, it's not good for you. And
You
I tell
talking to
people
somebody?
I'd
So
rather
I have
drink a
no idea.
beer than a Coke than a soda. I'd rather drink a beer than a soda because if I'm gonna mess up my body, I'm gonna get a little drunk too.
Might as well go all the
That's
way.
me.
You there? Hello? Hello? I'm still here.
Sorry.
You there? Yeah, I see
Yeah.
you. I'm
You
here.
see me now? My internet
Yeah.
is getting bad. There's like
Oh,
a
it's you.
storm happening.
Because before it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm also out here with you. I'm aware.
Yeah. Like the
I woke
wind
up
and
this
stuff is kicking.
morning.
Yeah. So it does that for me now. But let me
And thank you for joining us on American Football Finland. Everybody, have a great day. Enjoy the snow. Don't have any dreads hanging out like I do. Keep yourself nice and tidy. Remember that self maintenance is the best maintenance. Self love. One. No, I'm just playing. I hope this gets saved, and I hope that gets put in there. I really do, because it's a good message for y'all. I really want y'all to put yourself first. Put your Don't forget about though. Don't specify like this mental, this physical, this spiritual. Just put yourself first, responsibly. Oh, hey, welcome to American Football Finland. So I'm your host Darius, and we got Mr. V Purvis joining us today. How you doing, sir?
my internet is just bad. That's the first time it's ever happened. I got kicked out. Oh well.
First time.
Uh Look, crazy part is I would say we're gonna edit this, but we're not. We're gonna leave that all in there and see how it goes. That's how
All right, cool.
we're gonna see how it goes. You can't overthink
It's
this.
best. That way.
Everybody know what it is. We're using what we got. But look, I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you get out of here, Darius. I got one more question for you. Going into the
Hmm.
2024 season, Maple League, a lot of changes. You guys have a little bit of a change personnel wise, as well as everyone else around the league. What are you most excited about seeing this year in the Maple League? Like, what excites you about this league this upcoming season?
There's a lot of great imports coming. So whatever you say you are, you better be. And we have every opportunity to be tested in that thing right there because I mean we start the season off against Scorpio. So um, every single chance that we step on the field, I like to be the underdog. I like to be. I don't like being on like a Kuopio esque type of team where I just have to show up and I might not play in the fourth quarter. Like every single game we play, we're gonna have to play until the last seconds of the fourth quarter, and that's football to me. And I get to. I've been asking for this, and I have a perfect opportunity to do it. Also coming off of an Achilles tear, which many people don't know, but many people won't know because I've been 100% cleared by the doctor 2 months ago. So turned a 5.5 month injury into a it's impossible to risk to re-injure yourself. Now it's just like, okay, well, like Purvis said, are you going to get old and I can't do what I used to do, or are you an athlete? So personally, I'm excited. Ooh, man, cut it off again. All right, y'all. Personally, I'm trying to see if I am who I say I am. A lot of y'all in Finland don't know who I am and don't know what I bring to the table. For the team, I'm most excited for the team, for them individually to see who they are and who we tell them they are and reinforce and remind them every single day. They get a chance to see and prove that every single game, 4 quarters, not 3 quarters, not a half of a football game, but 4 quarters every single game. So I really hope that y'all come and watch the game that y'all do watch. You know, the ones on Route 2 ain't going to be the same because you're not going to be able to hear all the crazy stuff that we're going to be saying. Like in the game, there's a lot of communication going on that we haven't had in the past, but I promise you, bring football back, make football great again, make football great again. That's my message to everybody. And chase your goals, man. Sometimes a setback ain't really a setback. If you ever seen that meme where something's going in a straight line and then that thing going in a roller coaster up and down, the one going up and down reaches their goal faster than the one going in a straight line. So I hope that your ups and downs are blessings in your life and not the opposite. And I appreciate y'all, coming to my TED Talk. So for American Football Finland, for Vincent Purvis, who's in the bathroom away right now. Thank you, y'all, for tuning in. And I hope to hear from y'all soon. Hope to see y'all comments. And I hope that y'all enjoy yourselves and have a great day. Oh, man, wait until you see the cutouts when you've been gone. He's back in the bathroom.
This man over here running his own podcast while my internet is down.
Hey, you don't even
I
know.
love,
Wait till you see.
I love it. I'm assuming that you finished your answer. I just didn't get to
Yeah,
hear
so
the
give me
start.
another question.
One more
I'll be.
question. That's all the questions I have. I don't have anything else that I really want to know. No, what do you want to tell us? How about that?
What
What
do
would
you
you like
think
to tell
Finland wants?
people?
I want people to know that there's more than what football in Finland has to offer. And I've been telling a lot of people like just because you play football here doesn't mean that this is the only place that you're going to play. Just because you play football here doesn't mean that the level is going to stay the same. The level is what you want it to be. If you step your game up, your opponents have to step their game up as well. If you set a certain standard, that standard has to be met by everybody you play. Kuopio has done a good job of that. Roosters have done a good job of that. Senioki recently and Porvu have done a good job of that. Now everybody else has to follow suit. So use that as an analogy, Mr. Not Good with Analogies, to be better in your life, be better at work, be better at home, be better with your families. I hear you, but I don't see you.
You talking about me?
Yeah, you.
You hear me? I wasn't even saying anything. That's just TV in the background. I was just letting you do your thing. But I look, I don't want to be a hater, but I'm gonna be a hater because you bring this out of me, Darius. Okay, I just like doing a little
Good.
bit of shit talking with you.
Hey, yin
What if,
and yang.
yeah? What if instead of everybody getting better, the top team just get worse, and then we're
Then that's
all
their fault. Then that's their fault. You can't let the actions of other people determine how you conduct yourself. So if I mean let's be real. A bunch of the local Finnish players have left Finland to go and play in other places, right? So whoever does
yeah.
what this year, that's going to be the excuse. Well, they lost this player to this and this player to that. That's not my problem. You should have kept them. You should have had enough in your program to keep your guy there. And because you lost them, I don't want to hear your excuse. I don't want to hear no
Oh,
buts
no
and ifs.
excuses.
We did. And if we don't do it, we didn't do it. So, and because we're speaking real, we've lost some Finnish talent, but we've added extra imports. And they're bringing in imports from guys fresh out.
Mm.
And it's
Yeah,
it's
a
it's,
lot of
it's going to be
straight out of college guys.
it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. And I've been so quiet, but anybody at our practices will tell you I won't shut up. I won't shut up about it. And I try
Mm.
not to talk about it because I start getting feisty and they take it as me being aggressive. And I'm like, well, I am aggressive because now I want to hit somebody in the mouth. Like
Mm.
not being able to run does something to you when you spend your whole life running. I jog for the bus when I don't have to. I jog to the store when I don't have to. In loafers. Like I mean, in these dress shoes from H&M with the little thing on it, so I can keep my toes here. And I'm every single chance I get. So I want it, and I hope that the people on the team want it as bad as I do. I won't know it until the first game, second game, third game, and I hope the teams that we play don't play to the level of their competition because it's coming. So I gotta
Mm.
say, ain't
All right.
nobody new.
Here's yeah.
It's just we're bringing more out of the people that are already here. We're not bringing nobody new into the equation. It's just we're bringing more out of what was here already.
All right, Darius Lewis said it all for the Helsinki Wolverines. Thank you for coming on the podcast. Thank you for hosting it for a couple of minutes while I was,
In
indisposed.
the
And
back.
yeah, and good luck to you and the Helsinki Wolverines this upcoming season, man. Thanks for coming on.
The first person to wish us luck. I ain't gonna forget that. I'm not gonna forget that. So, when I get interviewed in there, I'm be like, oh, first of all, shout out to American Football Finland and Vincent Purvis who gave us the good luck wishes and, helped contribute to what we did on the field today. Now what's your first question?
Oh,
Watch
I'll take that plug. I'll take it.
for sure. But I appreciate being
All
here.
right.
Thank